While this is happening on the field, this is happening in the press box.
Thank you.
Scott rushed for 32 yards to the 3, tackled by Mark.
Ready, 3. 3's main close. 2, stay with him for reaction. Ready, 3, take it.
Ball on the 46-yard line, 4th down, 15.
Brian Betcher is the sports information director at Northwest.
52 yards, 2 minutes, 43 seconds.
As members of the media watch and report, it is Betcher's job to make sure everyone is informed.
Well, we create what's called game notes, and it's simply as much information or all the information that a newspaper writer or a television station would need to do or write an effective story. So Abilene Christian has their own set of game notes. We provide those for Northwest. It has, in addition to a roster and updated statistics, any blurb about the game. That's something that we'd like to get in a newspaper, so all those things we try to put and list in hopes that a beat writer will pick that up and put it in the newspaper for the folks to read.
In a room built within the press box, Will Murphy directs Cat Vision, the stadium's live game video.
The dollar menu.
Ready, 2. What we do at Cat Vision is we take 3 cameras positioned throughout the stadium and do a mix of live shots, pre-programmed announcements, titles as we have items of interest like other sports scores that pop up. We roll all this into a live video feed and then present it through the board that's out on the field and also through the suites.
Problems of any kind can occur during taping, but a constant battle for cameramen and equipment is the weather.
This time of year, summertime, we have problems with the heat just because we've got our camera positions out on the roof. It can be 90 degrees outside. You had 20-25 degrees for people on the roof, along with the equipment. Batteries, cables, other pieces of gear don't last as long in the heat. They don't work as well. The same way we play late into the season. We had games last year where we were literally having to rotate people in and out of the booth so that we could send them up to what's called the crow's nest on top of the field house and break ice off of the cameras and camera people. They were getting iced up enough that we couldn't have movement of arms, movement of tripods. Every time you'd move, sheets of ice would fall off of things. So we play in every extreme.
At a desk in the lower level of the same room, Doug Sudoff informs the fans after every play.
Tackled by Whiteside, ball on the 46-yard line, 3rd down, 4.
There are other kinds of things that the announcer does. For example, there are promotional things we do, letting people know about the snack bar, letting people know about the gift shop. Commercial things we do for people who are sponsoring different aspects of the game. So there's a lot of announcements to do, but I really feel like my primary thing is to just keep the fans informed as to what's happening on the field. Ken White was the stadium announcer for a number of years, and he took a job. I think it was at Virginia Military Institute, if I remember correctly, but he took a job back on the East Coast. And I think Ken recommended that I take over as the PA announcer. At least that's what I understand. Pretty quickly after Ken left, they called me and asked if I'd be willing to do it. And I said, yeah, I'd be glad to. I do the best job I could. I couldn't promise anything terrific, but I do the best job I could. And let's see, that's been, I think 6 years. I think this is my 6th year doing it. So it's been a while. I enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun.
Defense.
Things can get busy from time to time, but for Betcher, Murphy, and Sudoff, it's a job they truly love.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, I'm here on a Saturday working, and I'm going to watch a top 10 matchup of football teams. I got the best seat in the house, and I'll know exactly how many stats Joel Osborne's thrown for before anybody else does.
I wouldn't call it a hard job because most of us who do this because we really enjoy what we do. It can be stressful, but it's one of those good kinds of stress. There's instant gratification, there's always something going on, and when something happens, it's because we make it happen. So, it's got its own level of difficulty. It's something we all enjoy. I wouldn't call it difficult, but I call it fulfilling.
He said, I love college football, and I'm a huge fan, and if I sat in the stands, I'd be all wound up in the game and nervous, and because I have to stay focused and do my job, I don't get as anxious during the game. You know, so I can save being anxious for spoofhound games and, you know, big college games I like to watch on TV. So in a way, I know that sounds kind of weird, but part of the best part of what I like the most is the fact that it kind of calms me down and takes some of the emotion out of the game for me, because otherwise I'd be way too wound up.
Reporting for the Northwest Missourian and NWMissouriNews.com, I'm Dominic Giannetti.